Hey everyone, just trying to back out here and head on home. So another live from the car, not optimum, but there's a purpose to it. We are trying to figure out some things with the automation stuff. So I apologize. I'm not using any of the fancy stuff that I've got at the office, but again, please, this is productive pain. Can we say it that way? So this hopefully is productive pain, and we are learning enough where eventually when we get this pig launched, it will actually help more people. So this is me attempting to help all of you. Anyway, so you can always tell if I'm in crazy thinking mode because I forgot today is Thursday, which is a shave day, and I didn't shave. So I totally got out of my routine, and that can happen when my mind is crazy on other things, trying to figure out problems. So I, again, probably can't see anyway because it's pitch black out. But headed home from work, another interesting day for sure, where we tried to get some things done, and I was a little there was definitely some frustrating things that happened today. So, but what I wanted to really talk about, and what's kind of been on my mind, and just for informational purposes. Okay, so I watched a live today, and it was actually an interview between two people. Names aren't important right now. One person I follow, and they do a very good job. They are young, but they are definitely a go-getter. They have a cool product on the market, a training product on the market, and just really embracing entrepreneurship. And it's so fun for me to watch some of these, the 20-somethings be entrepreneurs. As an entrepreneur from my 20s on, it's so fun to watch, the new wave of entrepreneurs come out. It's completely fascinating because it's changed, right? The whole idea, the whole concept of entrepreneurship is changing, and how we accomplish entrepreneurship is changing. Okay, and that's definitely been something that has been, frankly, uncomfortable for me. This whole idea of going live, this whole idea of being online, there's definitely a part of me that finds it absolutely unconscionable that I am online. It's just, it's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm sort of making progress and getting to a place where I'm feeling less awkward. Okay, but in this conversation that they had today, it was very fascinating because this young entrepreneur had essentially a mindset coach, is what we call them nowadays. It used to be a motivational coach. They've been around forever. And I went through I'm still in actually a coaching program where we focus on awareness, just being aware of our surroundings, being present. And I've been in this sort of realm and studying this kind of stuff for the last 12 years. And it's super fascinating, and it's fun to realize sort of what the differences are between being present and being wrapped up in your thoughts and being controlled by your thoughts, and letting your thoughts kind of control and own you instead of just seeing them as thoughts. Not really you, just thoughts come from all over the place, and they're just out of thin air, and there's really nothing to them. Okay, so I was listening to this discussion, and again, it's all old stuff that you've heard for years and years and years, but it is fun to watch everybody take something old and make it their own, try to twist it a little bit and make it their own, but it's just regurgitated stuff that's been coming out for years and years. And anyway, this particular coach was going through some stuff and saying some things, but they focused on one interesting aspect of it, and that was that you need to figure out what your superpower is, and then you need to be brave enough to sort of push everything else off and only focus on your superpower, because that's the way you can help the greatest number of people. And I thought, my word, that is so not cool. I get, and so it sent me off on this sort of this thought process, this sort of cyclical thought process where I'm thinking to myself, okay, wait a second. As an entrepreneur, you have a couple responsibilities. One is to definitely go out and kind of figure out what your superpowers are, figure out, the problems that you want to solve, and then solve them. But I really believe strongly that another responsibility we have as entrepreneurs is making sure that we are open-minded to new learning. So the title of this is, do you learn or not to learn? That being the question. And so what it boils down to is, what kind of entrepreneur do you want to be? Are you in it for the to figure out what your superpower is, and then leverage that superpower, which is arguably going to help a lot of people? And then this guy was talking about how he, now has so much time off that he can just relax and enjoy his life and be calm and travel and do whatever. And I'm not somebody who feels comfortable with that. I am not buying back time. I'm in automation and systems and all that for my business to buy back time so I can learn more stuff and put myself into a situation where I can solve more problems, because I think that is my moral responsibility as somebody, as a son of God on earth, to solve problems for those that are coming behind me, and to do the very best I can to solve as many as I can, so when the next generation stands on my shoulders, they're a little bit taller, they have a little bit more information, and they can solve more problems. And so that was just sort of the difference there. I get it. I get why people want to figure out their superpower. I get why people want to then simplify their lives. But I really hate books like The 4-Hour Work Week. I really hate books that talk about how you can learn just enough of what you need to know to help a lot of people. So they try to justify it by saying, I'm going to help so many people because I'm only focusing on my superpower and what I'm really, really good at. And then I'm going to let what I'm not really good at, I'm going to hand that off to other people. But I think that there's a definite problem with that type of mindset when you're an entrepreneur, a committed entrepreneur to solving problems and making the world a better place, is that you better take the opportunity when you're buying back that time to learn new stuff, to expand your horizons, to make it possible for you to come up with more unique, fascinating, wonderful solutions that others don't have right now. And that's a moral obligation. And so I don't like this track of people talking about, oh, you know what, figure out your superpower, help some people so you don't have to work as hard. Where I'm like, you know what, I can rest when I'm 6 feet in the ground. Until then, I'm going to learn as much as I can. I believe all the knowledge, all the learning, all the stuff that you can do is going to help you come up with better solutions. And frankly, I believe that all the knowledge that we gain here on this blue rock goes with us to the next, to the next life. So I'm going to gobble it all in. I'm going to try to solve as many problems as I possibly can, and I'm going to enjoy the journey. And I hope you do too. So go out, do good, choose joy, have a great life, learn and solve problems, and let's make the world a better place. Peace out. See you guys. Bye.